Hello, welcome to another wiki procedure, and today we're going to look on how you can obtain a milk processor license in Kenya. Down here below, we have given you a link which is going to direct you to our wiki procedure website page, where we have given you detailed information on how you can go about the application process. Additionally, on the right hand side of our screen, we have included a select language option. And through this option, you can select the language which you find easy for you to understand, and by choosing the said language, the information on a wiki procedure website page will be translated to the language of your choice. And you can easily revert back to English by clicking the downward pointing arrow and selecting English once again. We have also included external links which are going to lead you to other websites where you can get more information about how you can obtain the milk processor license. Additionally, we have also included the link to the Kenya Dairy Board licensing portal, and through this online portal we are going to make the application to obtain the milk processor license. You need to note that all applications for license are done online, and through this portal we are going to learn how we go about making the application. But before we do that, I'll urge you to go ahead and click the like button, click the subscribe button and notification button, so you can get notifications every time we upload new content in our wiki procedure YouTube channel. So let's get back to our presentation. The list of items that you're going to cover in this session include the need for a license, the eligibility criteria, the required documents, steps to follow in making the applications, the fees, the validity period, processing time, office location and contact information, and any other information that we may find relevant on how to obtain the milk processor license in Kenya. So welcome to our presentation today, which is brought to you by wikiprocedure.com. The need for a license. Licensing of milk processing is an important activity in regulation of the dairy industry. It facilitates regular inspection of such premises to ensure compliance to milk quality and safety requirements. In Kenya, no person is allowed to carry out milk processing without a valid milk processing license. The eligibility criteria. A milk processing license is issued to premises processing above 5,000 liters of milk per day. A milk processing premises should comply with the laid out hygienic and operational requirements. These include compliance in the following areas among others. 1. The premises. It should be properly located, designed, ventilated, lighted, and protected from contamination. Equipment. The equipment, piping, accessories, and other contact surfaces coming into contact with milk and milk products should be easy to clean, sanitize, corrosion resistant, and made from food grade material. Personnel. Milk handling personnel should be clean, well groomed, properly attired, and medically certified. Record keeping. Quality records should be maintained and updated. Waste management. Effluent and other solid waste should be managed in accordance with regulations. Eligibility. Utilities. Let's continue with the eligibility. Utilities. Adequate supply of potable water and other essential utilities depending on the type of operation. Management. The premises should be managed by a qualified supervisor or manager. Operations. Recommended processing schedules should be followed. For example, pasteurization temperatures and time controls. Rodent and vermin control. The premises should be protected against invasion of flies, rodents, birds, and other vermin. The required documents. The following are the required documents: medical certificate for milk handling personnel, PIN certificate, copy of ID or passport, business registration certificate, proof of pasteurization, approval from the National Environmental and Management Authority, that is NEMA, survey plan from Survey Kenya, architectural plans, structural plans, ownership documents, building permit, project registration with the National Construction Authority, and an assurance letter from the Kenya Dairy Board. Steps to follow when making the applications. We have two scenarios for new projects and for existing projects. So for new projects, before construction and layout of the equipment commences, ensure that you have obtained all necessary legal approvals, and these approvals include an approval from NEMA, a survey plan from Survey Kenya, architectural plans, structural plans, ownership documents, building permit, project registration with the National Construction Authority. Submit the copies of the necessary approval documents to the Kenya Dairy Board to get an assurance letter. An assurance letter is issued on application to Kenya Dairy Board in order to provide a framework for license issuance upon completion of the project. And so you are supposed to seek regular advisory from the Kenya Dairy Board compliance officer as the construction and equipment layout goes on. So on completion of construction of the milk processing plant, contact the Kenya Dairy Board office for a preliminary inspection of the plant, where the areas of non-compliance are identified. From inspections, improvements should be undertaken to the construction so that everything is up to par. And if everything is in order, you can move on to the next step and make your application for the license online. So visit the Kenya Dairy Board online portal, which is http://portal.kdb.co.ke to make your application for licensing and pay the requisite application fees. If you're not registered, fill in the required information, which include business details and application details to register. After registration, log into your online account and make the payment for inspection, which is 600 shillings. This will be followed by an inspection after you made the payment of the premises, and if successful, you are required to pay the requisite license fees. And you can do this by logging in into your Kenya Dairy Board licensing portal dashboard. And once payment is made for the license, which is 25,000 shillings, the license will be processed within 14 days and it can be downloaded from your dashboard. And the license has a validity period of 1 year, and you can start operations immediately. You need to note that you're supposed also to pay the monthly sales and levy as and where applicable, and other conditions of issuance of the license should be observed. Non-compliance of these can lead to suspension of the permit. The second scenario is for existing projects. For operational establishment in milk processing or cooling, the following steps should be followed. Contact the nearest Kenya Dairy Board office for preliminary inspection of premises. This should be undertaken at least 2 months before the expiry of the current license. Whereas non-compliance are identified, improvements should be undertaken. Apply online for the licensing and pay the requisite application fees. After that, inspection of the premises will be conducted, and if successful, you are going to pay now the requisite licensing fees, and the licensing will be processed within 14 days and issued for the period of 1 year. So as the other point, continue with the operations and pay the monthly sales levy as and where applicable. Other conditions of issuance of the license should be observed, and non-compliance can lead to suspension of the permit. So let's look at how this is done online. Okay, you can access the portal by clicking on this link right here, which is going to direct you to this page. And once you're here, if you're not registered, click on registration. By clicking registration, you'll be directed to this page. Fill in the business details, which include the business name, the certificate number, postal address, the physical location, telephone numbers, PIN certificate. After finishing with the business details, fill in the applicant's details, your details, click save, and a confirmation link will be sent to your email address. Go click on that confirmation link so that you can log in, and after clicking that, you'll be directed to this page once again. Now once you're here, now click on login, and by logging in, you'll be now directed to your own dashboard. Now this is your dashboard right here, and once you're here, click on proceed. By clicking proceed, you'll be taken to this page now for where you're now supposed to make your application. Click on please select type and go down to processor license. Fill in the required details. Make sure you're filled in all the details which are required. Select the county of operations. Let's say the county is in Nairobi. Select the sub-county. And click on save. By clicking save, it's going to take you to the next phase, now where you're going to make the application. So you can just go through your business details. After confirming everything is okay, click on next. It is going to take you to this next page. Now here on the first step, click on the new distribution point and fill in the details concerning your business. Let's say you're processing UHT milk, or those two you're selling to wholesalers. The quantity 5,000 because or 5,000 liters because you are a processor, and then you choose your area of operation. Let's say it's Nairobi, and click on save. This is going to take you to the next phase, which is step number 2. Okay, you've already done this. As you have seen, area of sale Nairobi, product chilled milk UHT 5,000 liters. So let's go to step number 2. Step number 2, this is let's go to step number 2. Here you're going to confirm the details which you have provided in step number 1. Okay, here are the details. Now step number 3, you're supposed now to upload the required documents. So make sure you have the required documents ready, which include your the certificate of incorporation of the business, the copy of ID, the medical certificates, the PIN document. So make sure you have scanned this document and you have the JPEGs ready. Choose the files and upload those files. And once you have uploaded, you'll go to the 4th step, which is confirmation that everything is you've uploaded the required documents. After this, just go to the applications to confirm your application. As you have seen, this is what you have done right now. Processor license. As you have seen, you have already completed uploading everything, but you haven't made the payment. So just go ahead and click on make payment. The first payment is for inspections, which is 600 shillings. After paying the 600 shillings, you're going to you're going to schedule an inspection, and they're going to come and inspect your premises. As you have seen, you haven't scheduled any inspections here. And after they have done the inspections, you are going to receive communications here if there is any non-compliance issues. If there is any non-compliance issue, you'll be now ready to pay for the licensing fee, which is 25,000 shillings. After paying for the licensing fee, you'll be sent your license through your portal, or you can go and collect a copy at the Kenya Dairy Board office. So let's move on. The annual fee is 25,000. The application fee is 600. The validity period is 1 year. However, non-compliance can lead to suspension of the permit. The processing time is 14 days upon meeting the requirements. The contact information of the Kenya Dairy Board, the head office is at Social Security House, Bishop Road, Nairobi, Kenya. You can also visit them at www.kdb.co.ke, or you can visit their portal, and the address is indicated right here. Other information is that milk dealers are required to obtain relevant licenses and permits from the Kenya Dairy Board. Permits dealing with milk and milk products are first inspected to establish compliance to milk quality and safety requirements prior to licensing, and you should note that routine inspections are subsequently conducted to monitor continued compliance, and non-compliance may lead to suspension of the license. So thank you for watching, and before we leave, I will urge you once again to go and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification button so you can get notifications every time we upload new content in our YouTube channel. So thank you for watching and wish you all the best.